Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dr. Black of Goshen Kingdom Financiers. How are you doing today? I hope everything is going well with you. I hope you are improving in your goals, your dreams, and don't wait until January 2025 to start making changes in your life. Start today. I did December 1st. I do it every year. Um, so I wanted to talk to you about who God is and his voice, and he's just like so awesome and so excellent. So I do have, I believe it begins with Job, when Job is going through his situation and he has the, I don't know, boldness. I don't even know if I would call it boldness. I would like the um, temporary insanity of asking God who he is. And God was like, oh, excuse me. I'm the creator. Like I created you. Like, you questioning me. Let's see how this is gonna go. Okay, I entertain you, Joe. So so this is Job trying to figure out what's going on with his life and what God is doing, and he's, discussing, maybe this is happening, maybe that is happening. And then God steps in and says, hello, Job. I'm here today. I heard everything you said. I'm here to answer. Even though you might not like my presentation, it's all going to be for you and it's going to be the truth. Okay, so Job, the 37th chapter. At this, my heart pounds and leaps from its place. Listen to the roar of his voice, to the rumbling that comes from his mouth. He unleashes his lightning beneath the whole earth and sends it to the ends of the earth. After that comes the sound of his roar. He thunders with his majestic voice. When his voice resounds, he holds nothing back. God's voice thunders in marvelous ways. He does great things beyond our understanding. Let's understand who Jesus is. Psalms 24 and Psalms 2 will do it also. I just want you guys to understand God's magnificence, who he really is, and that we need to stop playing around with him and have some real serious reverence for him. He says to the snow, fall on the earth, and to the rain shower, be a mighty downpour, so that everyone he has made may know his work. He stops all people from their labor. The animals take cover. They remain in their dens. The tempest comes out from its chamber, the cold from the driving winds. The breath of God produces ice, and the broad waters become frozen. He loads the clouds with moisture. He scatters his lightning through them. At his discretion, they swirl around to do whatever he commands them. He brings the clouds to punish people or to water his earth and show his love. Listen to him. Listen to this, Job. Stop and consider God's wonders. Do you know how God controls the clouds and makes his lightning flash? Do you know how the clouds hang poised? Those wonders of him who has perfect knowledge. You who swelter in your clothes when the land lies hushed under the earth of the south wind. Can you join him in spreading out the skies? Hard as a mirror of cast bronze. Tell us what we should say to him. We cannot draw up our case because of our darkness. Should he be told that I want to speak? Will anyone ask to be swallowed up? Now no one can look at the sun bright as it is in the skies, after the wind has swept them clean. Out of the north he comes in golden splendor. God comes in awesome majesty. The Almighty is beyond our reach and exalted in prayer and exalted in power. Excuse me, guys. Trying to give you that face attention. The Almighty is beyond our reach and exalted in power. The Almighty is in his justice and great righteousness, he does not oppress. Therefore, people revere him, for he does not have regard for all the wise in heart. So they're like, Job, how do we approach God? What do we say to God? How's this going to go? How do we handle this situation? I want to all right, I don't want to be staring too much in your face. This is Job, the 38th chapter. Then the Lord spoke to Job out of the storm. He said, who is this that obscures my plans? with words without knowledge? That's a question. Brace yourself like a man. You better buckle in because he going all in on 10 now. You done set up here and question him. Who is he? He gonna tell you who he is. And get ready, get ready, get ready. Where were you when I laid the foundations of the earth? Tell me, if you understand. Who marked off its dimensions? Surely you know. Who stretched a measuring line across it? On what were its footings set? Or who laid its cornerstone? Do you know? Can you tell me? I mean, I'm God, but can you tell me? I want to see if this presentation is better. While the morning stars sang together and all the angels shouted for joy, who shut up the sea behind doors when it burst forth from the womb? When I made the clouds its garment and wrapped it in thick darkness, when I fixed its limits for it and set its doors and bars in place, when I said, this far you may come and no farther. Here is where your proud waves halt. He said, who set up the boundaries of the sea? That was me, I believe. Do you know better? Do you know and understand how I made this earth and how it works? Really? You're going to have the unmitigated gall and the audacity to question me, God? Me who made you? All right then, buckle in. I'm going to answer you like a man. Have you ever given orders to the morning or shown the dawn its place, that it might take the earth by the edges and shake the wicked out of it? The earth takes shape like clay under a seal. Its features stand out like those of a garment. The wicked are denied their light, and their upraised arm is broken. Have you journeyed to the springs of the sea, or walked in the recesses of the deep? Have the gates of death been shown to you? Tell me, please. I'm waiting on an answer. Have you seen the gates of the deepest darkness? Have you comprehended the vast expanses of the earth? Tell me if you know all this, because you talking like you know how everything goes together. But it was me. I made the earth. It was just me, God. And you going to question me and make me a commoner? You going to put me down on your level? Hello? I don't think so. What is the way to the abode of light, and where does darkness reside? Please tell me. These are questions that I'm asking you. Can you take them to their places? Do you know the paths to their dwellings? Surely you know, for you were already born. That was an exclamation right there. You have lived so many years. Now that's God being sarcastic. Did you know that was even a part of him, that he could even do that? All the people of here. Oh, God is so loving. God is. Don't try him. Don't try to step up on his glory. Have you entered the storehouses of the snow, or seen the storehouses of the hill? Of the hail? Excuse me, y'all. I'm getting so excited. Which are reserved for times of trouble, for days of war and battle. What is the way to the place where the lightning is dispersed, or the place where the east winds are scattered over the earth? Who cuts a channel for the torrents of rain, and a path for the thunderstorm, to water a land where no one lives, an uninhabited desert? To satisfy desolate wasteland and make it sprout with grass? Does the rain have a father who fathers the drops of dew? Does the rain have a father? Who fathers the drops of the dew? From whose womb comes the ice? Who gives birth to the frost from the heavens? When the waters become hard as stone, when the surface of the deep is frozen? Please tell me. I'm waiting on an answer, since you were born already and you are already living. Can you bind the chains of the Pleiades? Can you loosen Orion's belt? Can you bring forth the constellations in their seasons, or lead out the bear with its cub? Can you? Please tell me. I want to know. Are you more powerful than me? All I did was just make the whole earth, including you, Job. Do you know the laws of the heavens? Can you set up God's dominion over the earth? Can you raise your voice to the clouds and cover yourself with a flood of water? Do you send the lightning bolts on their way? Do they report to you? Here we are, lightning bolts, answering Job. Who gives the ibis wisdom, or gives the rooster understanding? Who has the wisdom to count the clouds? Who can tip over the water jars of the heavens? When the dust becomes hard and the clods of earth stick together, Do you hunt the prey for the lioness and satisfy the hunger of the lions? When they crouch in their dens or lie in wait in a thicket? Who provides food for the raven when its young cry out to God to be fed? When it's and wonder about for lack of food? Please tell me, are you God? Did you make the earth? Job, I'm waiting on an answer. So that's Job, the 37th and the 38th chapter. So God is continuously questioning Job. Do you know who I am? Do you know when the mountain goats give birth? Do you watch when the doe bears her fawn? Do you? Do you count the months till they bear? Do you know the time they give birth? They crouch down and bring forth their young. Their labor pains are ended. Their young thrive and go strong in the wilds. They leave and do not return. Who let the wild donkey go free? Who untied its ropes? I gave it the wasteland as its home, the salt flats as its inhabitant, as its habitat. It laughs all at the commotion in the town. It does not hear the driver's shout. It ranges the hills for its pasture and searches for any green thing. Will the wild ox consent to serve you? Will it stay by your manger at night? Can you hold it to the furrow with a harness? Will it till the valleys behind you? Will you rely on it for its great strength? Will you leave your heavy work to it? Can you trust it to haul in your grain and bring it to your threshing floor? Can you? Please tell me. You know how all this works after all. The wings of the ostrich flap joyfully, though they cannot compare with the wings and feathers of the stork. She lays her eggs on the ground and lets them warm in the sand, unmindful that a foot may crush them, that some wild animal may trample them. She treats her young harshly as if they were not hers. She cares not that her labor was in vain, for God did not endow her with wisdom or give her a share of good sense. Yet when she spreads her feathers to run, she laughs at horse and rider. Do you give the horse its strength or clothe its neck with a flowing mane? So God is saying, I'm the one who gives you wisdom and knowledge and understanding. But I made creatures that I gave no understanding, knowledge, and wisdom, so you could see the difference between those that I endowed with wisdom, understanding, and those I did not. So you could understand and be grateful and thankful that I did endow you with, excuse me, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Do you make it leap like a locust, striking terror with its proud snorting? Now, right here, it is talking about the ostrich. It paws fiercely, rejoicing in its strength, and charges into the fray. It laughs at fear, afraid of nothing. It does not shy away from the sword. The quiver rattles against its side, along with the flashing spear and lance. In frenzied excitement, it eats up the ground. It cannot stand still when the trumpet sounds. It catches the scent of battle from afar. At the blast of the trumpet, it snorts, aha! Does the hawk take flight by your wisdom and spread its wings toward the south? Does the eagle soar at your command and build its nest on high? It dwells on a cliff and stays there at night. A rocky crag is its stronghold. From there it looks for food, its eyes detect it from afar. Its young ones feast on blood, and where the slain are, there it is. So it's asking, so God is asking Job, do you know all these things? Because when he asked him at the in chapter 38 and chapter 37, he presented himself. You know, that's Job. Chapter 38, he says, oh, well, you were here. Well, explain to me how everything works. So he's just asking one question after another. He's bombarding Job with one question after another. And chapter 38, he's giving him Job questions, but then he's telling Job how everything operates. Mind your business. Stay in your lane. Stay in your place. I done gave you a job to do. Are you doing that? Are you minding my business? Because last I checked, I made you in the whole world. I know how it operates. But I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Chapter 40 of Job. The Lord said to Job, will the one who contends with the Almighty correct him? Let him who accuses God answer him. Then Job answered the Lord, I am unworthy. How can I reply to you? I put my hand over my mouth. I put my hand over my mouth. I spoke once, but I have no answer, twice, but I will say no more. Then the Lord spoke to Job out of the storm. Brace yourself like a man. I will question you, and you shall answer me. Will you discredit my justice? Will you condemn me to justify yourself? Do you have an arm like God's? And can your voice thunder like his? Then adorn yourself with glory and splendor, and clothe yourself in honor and majesty. Unleash the fury of your wrath. Look at all who are proud and bring them low. Look at all who are proud and humble them. Crush the wicked where they stand. Bury them all in the dust together. Shroud their faces in the grave. Then I myself will admit to you that your own right hand can save you. So God's like, can you do what I can do? Let me show you what I can do. Let me show you what I'm able to do. Can you do all this? Bury them all in the dust together, shroud their faces in the grave. Then I myself will admit to you that your own right hand can save you. Look at Behemoth, which I made along with you, and which feeds on grass like an ox. What strength it has in its loins, what power in the muscles of its belly. Its tail sways like a cedar. The sinews of its thighs are close knit. Its bones are tubes of bronze, its limbs like rods of iron. It ranks first among the works of God, yet its maker can approach it with his sword. The hills bring it their produce, and all the wild animals play nearby. Under the lotus plants it lies, hidden among the reeds in the marsh. The lotuses conceal it in their shadow. The polars by the stream surround it. A raging river does not alarm it. It is secure, though the Jordan should surge against its mouth. Can anyone capture it by the eyes or trap it by the pieces of its nose? Can you pull in Leviathan with a fish hook or tie down its tongue with a rope? Can you put a cord through its nose or pierce its jaw with a hook? Will it keep begging you for mercy? Will it speak to you with gentle words? Will it make an agreement with you for you to take it as your slave for life? Can you make a pet of it like a bird or put it on a leash for the young women in your house? Will traders barter for it? Will they divide it up among the merchants? So God continues to talk about, this is Leviathan. This is a powerful and strong animal. Can you do all these things? So I will return to read chapter 41 and 42 because I don't want to run through it. And I don't want to, I'm already on here for 17 minutes. So I wanted to make it short, but it's still all about God telling Job who he is. So that's part one. This is part one. And I'll proceed with part two.